Right guys, welcome back to the channel, and it is here. Games Workshop finally sent through the Greater Good, which is available to pre-order now with an absolutely fantastic new Commander Shadowsun model. And with me to review all of this, we have my good friend Mr. Liam Story.
Hi everybody.
That sounds creepy, but yeah.
Oh, it was a reference to Nick from Dr. Nick from The Simpsons.
All right, fair enough. So I've played Liam a few times with you, Tao. We had a fantastic game when I used my Gene Stealer Cult Guard actually at the Battle Bunker tournament, and I enjoy playing Tao because we had a fantastic game when I took my Supremacy Armor to the tournament as well, which was so stupid, right? But it was great. And Tau were your first proper army that you really heavily invested in. And do you know what? Since I got my Tau painted in 8th edition, when that came out, I genuinely enjoy playing Tau. I like it. And do you know what? Liam doesn't know what's in this yet. So I'm going to read to him as I read to you guys, and we're going to get his reactions.
I'm so excited.
Now, there's loads of stuff in this book, guys. Check out the other review videos that we've done. I'm going to try and do one for Astra Militarum and the Gene Stealer Cult as well. But for now, let's skip over the very short story and lore that is at the beginning. There's not a lot. Not compared to other books. There's a couple of missions for Theatres of War. In fact, there's one mission. Yeah, that goes to show, right, just how much of this book is new rules, right? So 27 pages of lore and missions, and the rest of it is rules. So, Servants for the Greater Good, you've got your town name generator, as most of these books have come out with. The Septenants, you can now pick your own, and there's some prototype weapon systems, which they're good, and they don't have to go on a character either. You've also got the rules for the 8 in here, and updated stratagems, relics, and warlord traits for Farsight Enclaves.
Tasty.
Very, very tasty. Of course, the new Commander Shadowsun's rules have already been previewed. I'm not going to go over everything that is here. The drones that are now with it, I think it's the Advanced Guardian drone, changed ever so slightly. So they can now jump in front of other units, I think, compared to what it was before. Oh no, the Advanced Guardian field. This model has a 4+ invulnerable save when a friendly Tau Empire model would lose a wound whilst within 3 of this model. Roll 1d6, and on a 6 the wound is not lost. So it actually gives out a bubble of feel no pain.
It's stealing the ethereal spotlight, eh? Because that's what he does.
It is. But there's also a very interesting stratagem for ethereals, which I'll get onto later, Liam.
Oh, really? Oh, please say it's an psychic power.
No, it's not. It's not.
Aww.
So, the only thing I've noticed with Shadowsun, right, is you can't choose to fire one or the other weapon. Her suit is actually built with either 2 high energy fusion blasters, which are the strength 8 -4 d6 damage, but the range 24 now instead of 18. So that's pretty much what she had before, but a bigger range. Okay?
They're basically just multi-melters now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, she can take a dispersed fusion blaster, which is range 18, assault 2, strength 7 -4 d3 damage. So it lost the strength, right? But it's d3 damage and you're getting 4 shots. So it's one or the other. She can't take both, and you can't just use what you've got and then choose which mode to fire in. But she also has a light missile pod, which is assault 2, strength 7 -1 d3 damage. So it's a high yield missile pod basically, but it's assault 2.
That's pretty interesting, that, because I'm pretty sure the missile pod on the normal battlesuits is assault 2, and that's the same stats.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. So she's just got basically a missile pod, but yeah, that's fine by me.
Okay, and she's also got a pulse pistol.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Okay.
She's also got a flechette launcher, which is pistol 5, strength 3, 0 AP, 1 damage. So I guess if she's stuck in combat, but then she's got fly, you would just retreat.
Oh man, it's there for all those new strats that you can't fall back from, you know?
Yeah, she's still got fly. She's still got the fly keyword. So I don't know why you would leave her in combat with the pistol 5 when you would probably just retreat and shoot anyway.
Yeah. Has she still got the same stat line?
Strength 4, toughness 4, 5 wounds, 4 attacks, weapon skill 3, ballistic skill 2, movement 8. So yeah, she's pretty much the same.
Yeah,
all of her other stats have stayed the same, apart from the Infiltrator. You set her up more than 12 inches away from the enemy deployment zone, so I think the rules for that are the same. They actually did change Genius of Carrion slightly.
Is it good?
Once per battle, this model can declare Carrion, even if Carrion or Montcar has already been declared. Montcar and Carrion cannot both be declared in the same turn, so it's specific to her fighting style. She can declare Carrion a second time.
Yeah.
So she can, somebody on the field, or another commander or her, can do Montcar or Carrion, and then after that she can declare Carrion.
Now I have a question here, right?
Okay.
Is it still reroll failed hits, or have they changed it to reroll hit rolls for Carrion? I don't know if that's in the book, but
No, that's not in the book, I don't think. The Master of War, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the Master of War ability.
Yeah, it hasn't changed. It's not there.
That's incredibly sad.
It's really sad that they haven't updated a lot of the other stuff for this. For example, Dante and Azrael and people like those.
Yeah, Khal Drogo. What's he called again? The Grey Knight.
Khal Drogo.
Yeah, Khal Drogo. Yeah, the guy from Game of Thrones.
Khal Drogo.
Yeah.
You mean Aquaman?
Yes. Aquaman.
Yeah. So that's Shadow. So not a lot really changed. They clarified Genius of Carrion, because when you read the lore, she fights one way, Farsight fights the other way.
Yeah.
And the whole reasoning, and I think they misworded it previously, the whole reason behind them being able to do it twice is because they can do their specialist one a second time. So they've clarified that.
Yeah.
So that's fair. That's fair. However, Sept tenants, you can create your own Sept and pick 2 of these. Now, I told you about 2 or 3 of these earlier.
Yes, and they were very exciting. Oh, they were so exciting.
So yeah, you pick any 2 of these. We've got turbojets. Add 1 to advanced rolls made for jetpack units with this tenant. Add 2 inches to the move characteristic of jetpack models with this tenant. So it's +2 movement, +1 advance.
That's pretty spicy. That's when you do your Montcar, that's +3, effectively.
It is.
Yeah, it
also actually gives a meaning to the jetpack keyword.
Yes, it does, because it doesn't actually do anything at the minute, does it?
No, now it does.
Yeah, so your stealth suits move 10, something like that.
Yep. Dedication to the cause. Add 1 to the leadership characteristic models with this tenet. I don't see why you would. You've got ethereals.
Yeah, never.
Whatever. This one you might like. Soldiers in arms. Increase the range of For the Greater Good ability to 9 inches.
Now that I do like, because tower castles can be quite compact and getting when you've got your riptides on either side and your broadsides in the middle, that 6 inches stretches a bit. So it's that's quite nice. That makes life a lot easier.
A 9-inch bubble. Yeah. So good. Stabilization Systems. When resolving an attack made with a ranged weapon by a Battlesuit model with this tenet, that model does not suffer the penalty for moving and firing heavy weapons. Let's just take a second there, right? Riptides.
Right. This is
Velocity
incredible.
trackers.
Mm-hmm.
Plus that equals move, +1 to hit. You're still hitting on 3s, even if you move. 2s with 5 marker lights, and re-rolling the 1s.
Oh, I'm rubbing my hands here, because that's the great contention about all your support systems on your Riptides, is that you always take ATS to increase the efficiency of your weapons.
Yeah.
But then you've always got this, I suppose this this battle between the velocity tracker and the target lock, because you always want the target lock because it allows you to be more mobile.
Yeah.
But then if you face against any Eldar list, you almost instantly lose because of the negatives. So you always have to take velocity tracker. But in half the matchups, that does nothing because it's +1 hit against fly.
Well, now you can just go, oh, I can move and not suffer the penalty, and I get the +1 to hit.
Yes, that is incredible. I really enjoy this. This is probably going on a lot. This is on most people's radar.
That is one of the ones that I would definitely lean towards. The next one you've got, and this is my favourite. I absolutely love this. Right, Hardened Warheads.
Ooh.
When resolving an attack made with a high yield missile pod, seeker missile, or smart missile system by a model with this tenant, improve the AP characteristic by 1. Stop there.
Right, this is incredible.
Right there. Stop. Add an ATS on as well.
Stop the recording. We don't need to do anymore. That's it. Finish the video. This is absolutely incredible. Because this also saves you a support system slot.
How many people run 3 broadsides with all missiles?
Almost all tower lists, because they're the most points efficient unit.
You run it. I run it. And you always have a commander to and a Carrion, and you always use command and control node.
Yes, you do.
So suddenly, right, you're pumping out 8 shots per SMS at -2 when you take an ATS, right? And all of a sudden your high yield missile pods are -3.
That's incredible. That is actually pretty incredible.
Bear in mind, smart missile systems don't need line of sight, and they ignore cover.
Oh yes. So, as someone who plays Space Marines now, that extra AP on all your weapons is pretty impressive. So,
it's massive. It's so big.
Oh, it really is.
Your high-yield missile pod, the D3 damage, of course, -3 on Marines. Bearing in mind how many people run Primaris these days.
Everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
everybody.
fact that you're dropping them to a 6-up save rather than a 5-up, because you've still got a decent chance of making 5-ups.
Yeah.
Dropping them to a 6-up on that alone is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, what else? I mean, would you consider taking crisis suits with missile pods now?
So, I'm not too sure, because crisis suits still have the problem of they're just 3 wound toughness 5 models with a 3-up save.
Mm-hmm.
And they're slightly pricey, because I think they're like 24 points per model, but as soon as you add other weapon systems on, it gets a little pricey. But I did think about missile pods, because all the other weapons are short range, but missile pods are 36 inches.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not too bad.
Well, bear that in mind when we get to the stratagems shortly. Yeah. Okay?
Oh, I've this spoiled that stratagem you're about to go on about, but
no, there's a couple.
Oh, that's impressive. One thing though, what I like to say here actually is with the last 2 tenants, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, with those 2 step tenants, if you take a broadside, you can ignore the move and chew penalty.
Yeah.
And you get an extra 8. So basically, you get a free target lock and a free ATS on all your broadsides. And I'm just thinking of all the horrific stuff you can do with the 3rd slot.
Yeah.
So you could either put on a velocity tracker, or you could just put on the early one on the override, so you can shoot deep strikers or re-roll your Overwatch shots. And all of those are this is just pure gravy. This is just red wine gravy, mate. This is great.
And when we go through the stratagem stuff, I don't want to say it, but I think this brings them up to nearly Space Marines.
Whoa, that's a tall order, man. That is a tall order.
I think there is some very, very good builds that could, go for this. Bearing in mind as well, right, Stabilization Systems will also work on that Yavara.
Yes, it will.
Until Forge World change the rules in about 3 weeks' time.
Unfortunately, though, when I built it, I was like, I can use it with Bokan, because you need the extra 6 inches to make the flamer worth it. But at the same time, I want to use custom tenants because they all sound great.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on so we don't get stuck on these too much. Sophisticated Command Net. When resolving an attack made by a vehicle model with this tenet against a unit that has 1 or more marker-like counters, re-roll a wound roll of a 1.
Oh, this is very good.
If you're going Hammerheads and what's the ones with the missile? Sky Rays?
Sky Rays, yes.
If you love them, that's the one for you. But the issue with that is not that many people take them because drones can't jump in front of them and they can't support fire.
And the problem is as well, normally you take Long Strike to give them all +1, but he's tower lock. He's locked to tower step, so...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's a nice idea.
Yeah. Oh, don't.
I just don't think it quite works. I suppose you've also got your flyers as well.
Yeah. Oh, it's a vehicle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. You've got all your flyers. Yeah, because they don't really need any of the Sept tenants apart from maybe Cecilia. So
Well,
yeah.
to be honest, that would actually be, if you're taking an air wing, I would probably run that one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Because sometimes you see people taking the 3 Sunshark bombers, but I never really know how to fit them in the list, so I've never used them.
So the next one, Hybridized Weaponry.
Ooh.
Add 4 inches to the range characteristic of assault and grenade weapons models with this tenant are equipped with. This does not apply to prototype weaponry systems, which is the relics.
Yeah.
Are flamers assault weapons?
They are actually, so it's funny, right? That is actually quite funny. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
This
Do you
question.
know what else is assault weapons?
Breacher teams.
Oh yes, and do you know there's
fusion
also
blasters.
some strategies for readers? Whoa, Liam!
What? Fusion blasters. Whoa.
I thought you said a different word there.
No, fusion blasters.
All right, fair enough.
No, fusion blasters. Come on. So I have a question about this, right? Because I always does it on the breacher team. It's got 3 separate ranges, right? Does it apply 4 inches to all of them?
I would, yes, because when you play a Borkan Supremacy Armor, not Supremacy,
Storm Surge,
you
the
add
shotgun.
6 inches to the minimum. So instead of 10, 12, 20, and 30, it's 16, 26, and 36.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Probably, I suspect somebody will argue the case, though, so... the next one we've got is Gifted Pilots. In your movement phase, a vehicle or monster model with this tenant does not move or moves a distance less than half of its move characteristic until the end of the turn. When resolving an attack made with a ranged weapon by model, you can reroll wound rolls of a 1.
That is incredible.
Riptides.
Yep. As you know, I've used lieutenants for the past 6 months, and rerolling ones is clutch, man. Sometimes you get a bad roll, but this evens it out. And this is so good. This is so good.
Now I would take stabilization systems with that, because you can still move your half distance, and then you're still re-rolling your wound rolls of a 1. But the issue is, see, I would probably run a Vanguard with 3 Riptides in and go stabilization systems and Gifted Pilots, but then I would probably run a Spearhead with stabilization systems and Hardened Warheads.
Yeah, but then the drones can't jump between seps though, because drones are sep lock, so it's a lot better to have them all together.
Ah, right.
Yeah, because if drones could go for different seps, that would make life so much easier. But like there's
like Ethereals can.
yeah, but Ethereals can't just say, "Oh, that's the last cannon on a 2-up. It does a mortal wound."
yeah.
Same your protocol stays the same, doesn't it? There's no changes.
No change.
That's good.
The next one we've got is Advanced Power Cells. Models with this tenant have a move characteristic of 10. It's tactical drone models, sorry. So drones move 10 inches.
I think they move 8.
8.
All right. That's pretty. I guess that's neat. Yeah.
The next one is Maneuvering Thrusters. A battlesuit unit with this tenant can advance when it falls back.
That's a bit weird, but okay.
And then you've got Upgunned. Burst cannon models with this tenant equipped with have an armor penetration characteristic of -1.
Are we in about burst cannons as in just the burst cannon? Or are we in about burst cannon?
Burst cannons models with this tenant. So it would be normal burst cannons, but still.
Yeah.
Can I just point out the hazard suits?
Yes, that worked. Does that work?
Well, yeah, they've got burst cannons.
Oh, they've got double barrel burst cannons, so I don't know whether it counts. But if it does count, that's incredibly horrific.
Well, even then, hypothetically, let's go crisis suit, right?
Yeah.
3 burst cannons. You have to give up 1 to take an ATS, don't you?
Well, yeah, but this Sept allows you to ignore that, so you can just take 3.
Well, yeah, but I'm thinking, how do you get burst cannons to -2?
Oh God, good God. Yes, basically.
What is the name of the burst cannon on the hazard suit?
I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it's called a double barrel burst cannon because I use these in the patrols.
Yeah.
Because you get 48 shots for 3 of them for like 250 points, and that is
honestly they're so good with an ATS. That's the last of the Sept tenets, I think there's 3 or 4 really good ones there. The others are cool if you want to theme an army.
Definitely. It's called Double Barrel Burst Cannon. So I'd still got the Burst Cannon in the name, so...
It does. It probably going to work the same as like the Bolter Discipline rule.
Alright, yeah. No, that's fair.
But then you could argue Heavy Burst Cannon is still a bit... I don't know. That's probably going to get clarified. So, prototype weapon systems, right? If a Tau Empire character is your warlord, rather than giving one of your Tau Empire character models a signature system from Codex Tau, you can instead select a prototype weapon system for one Tau Empire unit from your army.
Why does it specify unit? As if there's going to be some crazy shenanigans going on?
Because these don't have to go on characters.
All right, yeah. Oh, sorry. I get you now. I get your system.
But you could then technically spend the CP to take an actual relic from the Codex.
So I was going to ask this. Can I pay 3 CP and get 3 of these, or is it just I'm allowed 1 and that's it?
It just says you're allowed 1, rather than giving one of your Tau character models a signature system from Tau Codex. You can instead select a prototype weapon system for one Tau Empire unit from your army. It specifies 1.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So you could take one of these and then pay a CP to take the Pure Tide Engram chip.
Yeah, that you would. That you always
Which you would anyway.
Yeah.
It's going to make its own CP back regardless. Because realistically, none of the other Tau relics are great.
Yeah, the only one I've ever used. Yeah, the only one I've ever used is the Vector Rune Thrusters, and that's because you could do some shenanigans to get into combat, but the FAQ, that's it, you can't anymore. And that was my fault entirely, by the way.
Yeah. So it says, note that some prototype weapon systems are weapons that replace one or more existing weapons, like Thunder Hammers and stuff do anyway.
Yeah.
So there is quite a few of these, and 4 or 5 of them I like. So the first one we've got is Reactive Countermeasures, which is for a Battlesuit model only, with an air-bursting fragmentation projector. Right. Range weapons with an armor penetration characteristic of -1 or -2 are treated as having an AP characteristic of 0 when you target this model. So you ignore -1 and -2 rend.
Oh, that's pretty tasty, that one.
I can only think of one model with an air-bursting fragmentation projector.
Is that the Storm Surge?
Yeah.
Oh god, you can put on a Storm Surge? That's filth. That's actually so filthy. Oh,
but
that's
you
so
give him
good.
a shield generator anyway.
Yeah, for 30 points now with a chapter approved, but...
Yeah, but you need that 4-up invuln because drones can't jump in front of him.
Yeah, you do, yeah. No, this is actually, that's pretty funny, that. No, this actually, that's pretty filth. Ignoring AP too is pretty big in the Space Marine meta.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty good.
The next one is a Fusion Obliterator.
What?
Yep.
Oh, this sounds good.
XV95 Ghost Keel Battlesuit model only.
Right.
This weapon system replaces the Fusion Collider and has the following profile. Range 24, Heavy 3, Strength 9, -4d6 damage.
Oh, that's good, that. This is good.
It's got the roll 2d6 if you're within half range.
Oh, this is so good. Because
that is so good because the Fusion Collider is heavy D3.
Yeah, and it's so unreliable because you could get a 1.
8.
Oh, this is so good. That's
heavy
actually
3, strength 9.
That's incredible. So I'm building the Ghost Keel. So I built the Ghost Keel earlier, and I'm telling you right now.
Can you remember my Shadow Sun Ghost Keel?
Yeah, I do.
She's got a fusion.
Yeah, I know. And now it's got a special relic one.
Yeah, I know. Tell us about it, right?
If you have a Ghost Keel, I can't see why you would never not just take the fusion now.
The problem is there's other stuff here that I would rather take.
Wow. I suppose you can only have. Oh, you can only have one.
Only have one. Yeah.
Let's keep going. That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Advanced EM Scrambler. I think this was previewed on the community page. Ghost Keel Battlesuit model only. Enemy units that are set up on the battlefield as reinforcements can't be set up within 12 of him. That is actually really, really big, considering, right, that this guy infiltrates. He doesn't deploy. You infiltrate him during your deployment. So if you are deploying first and you put him down, suddenly your opponent's scouts, eliminators, whatever, Invictus Warsuits
Oh god, I never even thought of that. I thought it
Can't
was just
deploy within 12 of them.
I thought it was just for deep strikers. It never occurred to me that you could do it during infiltration too.
Nope.
It's pretty tasty. That is tasty.
Oh, no, it is. Sorry, my bad.
All right. Yeah.
Enemy units that are set up on the battlefield as reinforcements.
Yeah. Oh, still, I mean, I use infiltrators in my spacesuit army because using scouts,
They're
you can
not
still
set
get
up.
charged.
They're not set up as replacements, as reinforcements, though. That's the issue. It's
Oh, I
deep
know.
strikers.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the ability to just because when 9 inches is fine, but you can get charged, but 12 inches they can't even charge you unless you're playing banshees.
Yeah, it's like a Gene Stealer cult player coming across infiltrators.
Basically, like that's a really powerful ability, and I really like it.
The problem is it takes up a slot where there's still other things that you'd rather take.
Yeah, like I'd rather just have the fusion gun because that sounds incredible.
Yeah, but there's still other things that you want over the fusion gun.
Oh, let's hear them, eh?
The high, I can't even say this word, capacitance railgun. I can't say it.
A railgun?
A TX7 Hammerhead gunship model only.
Have we finally got a reason to take the railgun instead of an iron cannon?
Possibly.
Ooh.
So I'm just going to say high capacity railgun because when you choose this weapon to shoot, select one of the profiles below. Solid shot, range 60, heavy 2, strength 10, -4, d6 damage. Isn't that just a normal railgun?
The normal railgun's heavy 1, so being heavy 2 is so much better.
Isn't it only strength 8 as well?
No, so the broadside is equipped with the heavy rail rifle or something, and that's strength 8.
Right, okay.
The rail gun on the tank is strength 10. It's just that it's only one shot.
Right, that's why I'm getting confused, because I actually use the gun rig, which has 2 shots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can go heavy 4d3, strength 6, -1, 1 damage. And of course, if you roll a 6+ to wound, you do d3 mortal wounds if you do the solid shot.
Yeah, that's alright.
It gives you an guaranteed extra shot. You've got the Gatling Burst Cannon, which is for a commander, a crisis battlesuit or bodyguard, or a ghost keel unit. This weapon system replaces each burst cannon that models in this unit are equipped with. So basically, every burst cannon that's in the on that model then takes this. So, hang on. Each burst cannon. Wow, yes. Right, so it's each burst cannon that models in this unit are equipped with. So if you take a 6-man crisis suit, right, with 3 burst cannons each, you take the Septenant to give them -1 AP, and you give up your relic to do this. So it's still range 18, assault 4, strength 5, no AP, 1 damage, but each unmodified hit roll of a 6 scores 1 additional hit.
That's tasty. That is tasty. I like that.
On a big squad, wow,
that is pretty tasty.
Yeah. Notice though that you can't put it on hazard suits.
Yes.
But still, I tell you what, on a squad of 6 crisis suits, deep striking and just going.
Yeah, definitely. Strength 5, 8.
How many of Sarge's orcs do you reckon you could kill with this, with marker lights and stratagems?
Well, considering I'm about to get considering one of the stratagems basically gives you full marker lights. One of them, then you just fire marker lights at the other squad. You can probably rinse about. You could probably kill a squad of 30 boys at least.
Easily.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
So the next one that we've got is networked marker lights. This is for a Pathfinder team only. So all of the marker lights in the squad become range 36. Assault 1.
Oh, the assault! Oh, this is so good. Because one of the problems with Pathfinders is that not only that they die very fast, but as soon as you move them, they're hitting on 5s, but wow, you can advance. Oh, you can advance. Oh, God, that's filth. This is good. I like this. I really like this.
Mm-hmm. But of course, you also take the Septenant that increases the assault range by 4 inches. You've got 40-inch marker lights.
Definitely. You could also take...
technically, you've got 45 because you've got your movement range as well.
Yeah. Because you can also... This is just for any sept, isn't it? Because you could also take Voilar, or however you pronounce it, so you can advance and shoot with their... Yeah, so you can advance and shoot with their penalty too.
Yeah.
Spicy.
It's good, but the problem is you probably take one of the others still over this.
Yeah, because wow, some of these are really tasty. I'm really liking these systems.
How does this sound? Annihilation Warheads.
Oh yes, let's hear it.
KV-128 Storm Surge model only.
Okay.
When resolving an attack made with a destroyer missile by this model, if it scores a hit, do not roll to determine the number of mortal wounds suffered by the target unit. The unit suffers 3 mortal wounds.
Dude, that is incredible, because that's a flat 12 mortal wounds effectively.
So get this. Bang, 5 marker lights down, right? All of a sudden, if you do this on turn 2, he's got his stabilizers down.
Yep.
Suddenly hitting on 2s, re-rolling the 1s for a flat 3 mortal wounds each.
And they can be... I can't remember. These are like seekers where you can fire them all at once, can't you?
You can fire them all at once, but once they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah, well, that's a flat 12 mortal wounds.
It is.
Whoa, that's tasty, that.
Hello, Knights.
Hello, Knights, indeed. Hello, Knights. Hello, Leviathans. Good God.
Oh. Iron Warriors Leviathans. Iron Hand Leviathans, even.
No, I know.
Boom, nearly dead.
I know, right?
And that's before I fired my big gun on top as well.
I don't think they could pass this wound off as well with the stupid bodyguard rule, which is like worst. They've actually made like broken savior protocols. Yeah. All right, that's pretty spicy. That. I like this. Oh, let's continue.
The next one is accelerated photon grenades. A unit with photon grenades only. This weapon system replaces each photon grenade that models in the unit are equipped with and has the following profile. Range 12, grenade D6 each.
Right,
so 10 guys chucking that. Oh no, it's still would only be one model.
Yeah, you can only do one.
Sorry.
Yeah. No.
This weapon can only target infantry units. When resolving an attack made with this weapon, if a hit is scored, do not make a wound roll. Instead, the target is shocked until the start of your next turn. When resolving an attack made with a melee weapon by a model from a shocked unit, subtract 1 from hit rolls. In addition, shocked units cannot advance, and any charge rolls made for shocked units are halved.
That would be fine if you didn't have to get within 12 inches to throw the grenade.
Yeah. Again, it's okay, but you just want to take the other stuff.
Yeah. I always forget that every Fire Warrior unit has this. I played Tau for a year, right? And I completely forget that I can -1.
You always have to chuck one on Overwatch.
I always forget about it, so I never used it.
Do you know what else people forget about?
Mark Lights?
No, Death to the False Emperor.
Oh, yes they do. They do.
That is a real rule, believe it or not.
I know you wouldn't think so sometimes, but...
Next up, we've got cross-linked stabilizer jets.
Ooh.
Commander, XVA, Crisis Battlesuit, or Bodyguard only. When resolving an attack made with a ranged weapon by a model in this unit, re-roll hit rolls of a 1 and re-roll wound rolls of a 1.
And that's for a Bodyguard or Crisis unit?
Or Commander.
Oh, re-roll hit and wound rolls of 1. That's really tasty.
Mm.
Ooh, that sounds very nice on a cold star.
But again, you take a 6-man squad.
With the all with cyclic ion blasters because we're in the min-max meta.
Yeah.
And then you use the stratagem for hitting on 2s or what have you, and it just this is filth. This is pure filth.
Yeah. The next one is the Magna Rail Rifle, XV-88 broadside battlesuit only.
Right.
The Magna Rail Rifle is range 60, heavy 2, strength 9, -4, d6 damage.
And then on 6+.
I've just realised what it does. So 6+ does 1 mortal wound.
Right.
Now, the fact that strength 9 is nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what's even nicer?
Wait there. It does... Let me guess. You roll 2 dice for the damage and pick the highest.
No.
Oh.
Minimum 3.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Minimum 3 damage. So it's basically neutron laser or that stupid thing that the repulsor's got.
This is... These systems are so... Is that one model or is that a unit? Can I have a unit of these?
It's a unit, yeah. So you can have a unit of 3 of them.
Oh, that's so good because... when you take your broadsides, obviously you've got higher missile pods, which are so good because there's so many shots. But
do you know what? I've got 4 broadsides. I need 2 more.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking that as well.
Three with missiles to run like that, and then 3 with the Magna Rail rifles.
Oh yeah, because
Wow.
that's incredible. That because I think he came second in a recent Warhammer GT, but the guy who won last year's Heat finals, obviously Iron Hands are horrific and missile pods aren't very good against them, so he brought three with rail rifles and Velocitrators to take down Iron Hands flyers. That guy's going to be eating this alive. Oh, jeez, this is beautiful. I'm loving this.
Do you know what? I converted a commander from a broadside, right? It was supposed to be like an enforcer battlesuit.
Yeah.
I think I'll be changing him back, and I think I'll be building the broadside that's in my cupboard somewhere.
Yeah, I
think I need to run 3 with missiles and run them with them 2 tenets that we said, and then I would also run these 3 again with SMS just to give them the extra -1. And do you know what? I would still stick an ATS on these guys because that's -5 on the rail rifles.
Jesus bloody Nora.
That means that you're cutting through Land Raiders as well.
You know what I don't get? No one asked for this. No one asked for this, and it's fantastic. No one. I
know.
I want all of it.
Right. It's like I wish we could have had a game set up in time.
Yeah.
To play this.
I also now understand why you can only take one of these systems, because if you could take more than one, this would be busted. That would be horrific.
So bad. Do you know what? I think in the next 2 or 3 weeks, let us, give us a chance to paint something up. And what about our 2 set tenants come head to head in a training mission, Liam?
Oh, you know what? I would love that.
That would be so cool.
Oh God!
The second from last prototype weapon system.
God,
anyway,
there's more.
There's 2 more. So, high-powered Incinerators, Battlesuit units only. This weapon system replaces each flamer that model in this unit is equipped with and has the following profile. Remember that you could increase the range of assault weapons with one of the set tenets as well.
Right.
So, the only range 8, potentially 12 if you take that. Assault D6, Strength 4, no AP, 1 damage. When resolving an attack made with this weapon, do not make a hit roll. It automatically scores a hit. When resolving an attack made with this weapon against a unit that is within half range, so 6 inches if you've extended it, add 1 to the strength characteristic of this weapon.
Strength 5 is pretty tasty.
Bearing in mind it's assault D6, and if you take, again, a full squad of it, the auto hit, so if you're taking a squad of 6 crisis suits with 3 flamers apiece, you advance them, they're moving pretty quick. You could give them the Septenant to add 2 to their movement and +1 to their advance, and +4 inches to assault weapons. You're going to get within 6 inches.
That's 18 D6.
Yeah.
Oh, that's aggressive levels of shooting right there.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Yes. Oof. And strength 5 as well.
You've got flamers on battlesuits, but at the same time, that's pretty tasty.
Mm-hmm.
This sounds a lot better to be fair, the flamers just sound a lot better on Overwatch if you give them +4 inches, because that's pretty nice.
Yeah. Because obviously you can Overwatch from more than 9 inches away now, and of course if they are within half the range, you're getting them at strength 5.
Yeah. Nice.
Are you ready?
Is this good? Is this a good one?
This is the last one.
Right, I want to hear it.
And I did skip past it and go to the last one, and I'm moving back to this.
Oh God! Yeah, I want to hear it.
The Amplified Ion Accelerator. So, Liam, can you tell me what the stat line is for a standard shot Ion Accelerator on a Riptide model, please?
For a standard shot, all right. Oh, that's the old Space Marine Codex. I have a Tau Codex around here somewhere. So this is the iron gun that the Riptide has that no one ever takes.
Yes, because the burst cannon is just infinitely superior.
Yep. So, standard, it's 72 inches, heavy D6, strength 8, -3, D3 damaged. Overcharged, it's again 72, heavy D6, strength 9, -3, 3 damage, flat 3, and if you roll a 1, you get take a mortal wound. Right?
Okay. So this one, right? If you overcharge it, you still take a mortal wound for each one that you roll.
Yeah.
However, the standard shot is heavy 6.
Right?
6 shots.
That's already real good.
Strength 8. -4. Flat 3 damage.
That's incredible. That's really
That
good.
is the standard shot.
That's very good.
The overcharged shot. Heavy 6. Strength 9. -4. 3 plus D3 damage.
Why D3 extra D3 damage? That's incredible.
So, how many times are you going to see double burst cannon Riptide and 1 ion Riptide?
I want to see it every time, but all of these systems are really good. So I have no idea. But I imagine the Triptide list, which is dominating the ITC meta at the minute, is probably going to take an Iron Tide because Strength 9, that's incredible. That's the sweet spot. -4, nobody's getting saves because at -3, you hit any tank, they're all a 6, and all of a sudden feels a bit bad. But here, man, -4, sweet spot.
So the issue I've got, right, is what is more efficient, right? Is it 6 shots from the Magna rail rifles on a squad of 3 broadsides? Or is it the 1 overcharged shot?
Even though the broadsides are more efficient, someone can just run through a wall and tag them in combat, but a Riptide cannot be tagged, and that's a big deal.
And he can retreat and shoot because he's got fly.
Oh, yes.
The Magna rail rifle is very, very good, but to be honest, looking at it that way, I think the damage is more consistent from the Amplified Ion Accelerator because you're doing 3 plus D3.
Yeah.
Yes, you're not doing the mortal wounds, but you're only doing 1 if you roll a 6. You're doing a minimum of 3 damage, but you've still only got a 50% chance of rolling more than the 3.
Yeah.
Whereas on the overcharge shot, you're doing a minimum of 4 damage.
And that's important because when your opponent puts, like 59 Centurions in front of you, because that's the thing you do these days with Raven Guard, that insta kills Centurion, which is pretty tasty.
And aggressors.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's real tasty. These signature systems, I don't know why we got them, but I'm so happy we got them.
Honestly, right, there's only about 2 or 3 there that I think, I probably would never use that. All of the others, I would probably think, you know what, that's actually really good and useful.
Yeah, that increasing your damage output just to not take a relic for a CP effectively, that's incredible. That's real strong. These are all real strong, and they all have a place in Tau. And they all have a place in competitive Tau lists, which is fantastic for me.
Yeah. So we've got a handful of stratagems. What have we got? 15 stratagems.
Only a casual 15.
Only a casual 15, which is most of them. What I found with the Cycle Awakening books, right? The stratagems tend to centre on the thematic units that make up the army or the units that people weren't using. For example, the Blood Angel ones, you got 3 for Sanguinary Guard and 2 or 3 for Death Company and an extra 1 or 2 for Terminators.
Yeah.
And even in Faith and Fury, each Chaos faction, yes, I know, let's not talk too much about that book, but the stratagems for the World Eaters centered around Khorne Berserkers and turn the Terminators into Khorne Berserkers.
Yeah.
They're thematic, but still decent.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stratagems in here for Kroot.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Really?
Wow. I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's go through them. The first one that we've got is Swarm Bodyguards. Use this stratagem in the fight phase when a Sept XV8 Crisis Bodyguard unit from your army is chosen to fight with. Until the end of that phase, when resolving an attack made with a melee weapon by model in that unit, whilst it is within 3... by model in that unit, whilst a friendly character is within 3, you can re-roll the hit and wound rolls. 1 CP.
Oh, you can re-roll the wound rolls.
Hit and wound rolls.
That's a bit weird, but all right.
They're not fighters, but if you get stuck for 1 CP, that's not bad because Crisis suits aren't the worst fighters, but they're certainly not the best.
I mean, the strength 5, which is pretty reasonable.
Exactly.
It's all right.
The okay fighters as far as Tau goes.
Yeah. And if you've got an ATS, it works in combat too, so you're all -1 in combat. All right,
Next one, aerial targeting. Use this stratagem in your shooting phase. Select one enemy unit. Until the end of that phase, when resolving an attack made with a ranged weapon by a model from your army against that unit, treat that unit as having one more marker light counter than it actually has.
Oh, that's so good.
So, oh no, I've only got like 2 or 3 marker lights left. I'll get 1, maybe 2 hits. Cool, uplink marker. Oh no, I've only rolled a 2, that's only 4 marker lights. No problem, 1 more CP. There you go, you've got 5.
Ah, that's really good. Because it means you just get your fire, counter fire blade, you roll a 3.
But the other thing with that is, as well, right, is you could potentially quite easily get 5 on 2 units if you're going to marker lights at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
You get 1 or 2 shots on one unit, you uplink marker, you roll the 3. You get 2 or 3 shots off on the other one, and then you use this to get an extra +1.
Yeah, man, I'm all over this.
1
this
CP, Liam. 1 CP.
I remember a game I had against Eldar Flyers where I got 4 marker lights on an Eldar Flyer, and it was so unsatisfying. Sometimes you just need that 5th, and this sounds fantastic.
Yeah. The next one is Deadly Aim. This is for sniper drones. Use this in your shooting phase. 2 CP. 2 CP.
Right.
Until the end of that phase, the armor penetration characteristic of the long shot pulse rifle models in that unit that they are equipped with, the AP is improved by 1.
That's not awful. It's not awful.
In addition, until the end of that phase, when resolving an attack made with a long shot pulse rifle by a model in the unit against a unit that is within half range, the armor penetration characteristic of that weapon is improved by a further 1.
So I always find it funny that sniper drones have rapid fire weapons. It's just funny. So you're telling me if within 24 inches, you have a max squad of 7 or you have a max squad of 9. You get 18 shots, strength 5 -2. All right, okay, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, and they can snipe.
Yeah, that's why.
That's
funny.
Probably going to take out a character.
Probably that's hitting like eliminator levels of silliness.
Yes. The next one, Wisdom of the Many. Use this stratagem in your movement phase. Select 1 ethereal from your army. Until the end of that phase, that unit can invoke 1 additional elemental power using its invocation of the element's ability, so long as that elemental power has not already been invoked by that unit this phase.
So for a CP, you become Anuvar Space Bob.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds alright. Sounds pretty decent.
Do you know what? It's not bad, because doesn't he give out a bubble of... you've got Sense of Stone.
Which is 6 of Fill No Pain, what you normally take.
And then haven't you got like reroll advances or something?
Yeah, so you've got reroll advance rolls, which it only really counts when you're Montcar, which is pretty clutch. Yeah, I would spend a CP to reroll all my advance rolls from my bubble.
Yeah, but then doesn't he give a bubble of reroll 1s for infantry models as well?
So what it is I can't remember the third one. There's one. One is like 1 less model flees from morale tests. There's 6 up. There's reroll advances, and if you stood still, you reroll 1s and shooting.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's almost worth taking 2 ethereals.
Nah, you still just take 1 and then use this strat and just.
Fair enough. The next one you've got is Pulse Onslaught. Use this stratagem in your shooting phase when a breacher team from your army is chosen to shoot with. Until the end of that phase, the range characteristic of the close range and medium range profiles for Pulse Blaster models in that unit are increased to range 15.
Oh, so you can shoot someone at close range at max range.
Yes.
That's incredible. That's real good.
Really good.
It's
combine that with breach and clear as well.
Yeah, is that the double shoot strat from the?
I think it was either get +1 to hit or reroll hits or something if the target's in cover.
Oh, sorry, no, I'm thinking of there's a stratagem that the Voilar Sept has where if it's like Cold-Blooded Fury where you get to shoot a unit twice, but it has to shoot the closest unit each time.
All right.
Yeah, so you just get it's pretty tasty because
absolutely.
Strength 6 -2. That's a good strength in AP that for your shotguns. I like that a lot.
It is. Modulated Weaponry. Use this. Sorry, that was only 1 CP as well. This one is 1 CP as well.
These are all on fire.
Yeah. Modulated Weaponry. Use this stratagem in your shooting phase when a set model other than a Titanic model from your army is chosen to shoot. Until the end of that phase, do not roll to determine the type characteristic of heavy weapons that model is equipped with. Instead, they just make the maximum number of shots.
Yeah, I built my Yavara and painted it in a day because of this.
Oh god, I've just realised that's 9 shots on the other cannon, isn't it?
No, I know. So you get 18 plasma shots with a flamer, and then you get 9 shots. I was test rolling, right? And honestly, right, my strategy is jam my Yavara up the board and then put a naked cold star behind it. For 2 CP, I get to have 9 shots with one gun, 18 shots with my flamer that auto hit, and then I get to reroll my wounds as well.
For command and control node.
Yeah, I mean...
Do you know what? God, imagine this stratagem, right? Combined with a Riptide with an ion cannon with that the high output one, and 2 burst tides.
Oh, you get...
God, what are you going to obliterate with that?
All of them? Everything?
And then you've got your 3 broadsides behind with all them missiles.
Have you got any drones in this army, by the way? Because if you don't get first turn, this army sounds like it's going to just... If you don't roll your 5 ups, it sounds like your army's going to...
I haven't even looked at the points, man.
Dude, man, Dude, you know what? I'll play drones and you can just play your suits. And
that's 1 CP, though.
That's incredible. Now, in Codex, it's basically long strike gets full 6 shots instead of rolling.
Yeah.
That's about it, but at the same time, your ion cannon gets full 6. So it's still, to be fair, for CP, I would always pay CP to give long strike full 6 shots.
Yeah.
Always. So
yeah.
It's I like it. I like the stratagem a lot.
The next one, Rain of Fire. This is for Vespids.
Okay. Alright.
Use it in your shooting phase when a Vespid unit is chosen to shoot with until the end of that phase when resolving an attack made with a ranged weapon by a model in that unit. If that unit was set up on the battlefield using the Plunge from the Sky ability, you can reroll hit rolls.
That's not too bad.
Vespids are decent, you know.
Yeah, because they got their rifles kill mini marines because assault 2, strength 4, -2, 1 damage, which is all right. Cut through power armor, okay, but yeah.
Stephen once brought 30 Vespids against me.
I was about to mention that battle report because didn't he also bring lots of Crute?
About 80.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. I think that was the only time I've ever seen Vespids in my life.
Yeah. The next one, we've got 2 CP, Coordinated Engagement. Use this stratagem in your shooting phase. Select an XVA Crisis Battlesuit or Bodyguard unit from your army and select 1 enemy unit. Until the end of that phase, when resolving an attack made by a model in the Crisis Battlesuit unit, treat the target enemy unit as having 5 marker lights. So, we're there. So, 2 or 3 marker lights on 1 unit, uplink marker.
Yeah.
4 marker lights on the other one. Use aerial targeting?
Yeah.
Whichever one gives the extra...
The extra one, yeah.
Yeah. And then use that on your crisis suits. Suddenly that's 3 targets with maximum marker lights. This
is incredibly tasty because every now and again in competitive tower lists you see the crisis bomb. It's like 700 points, but you take 6 obviously crisis suits. All 6 ion blasters. Now the reason nobody ever does this normally is because WYSIWYG and you get 1 in every commander box. But so you get 9 shots per dude. It's strength 8 -1 D3 damage. So that's really good. So is this stratagem 2 CP or what? 2 CP?
It's 2, yeah.
So for 2 CP, I'm hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, and even if I overcharge, I take no damage.
Yeah.
That's that's pretty good. Whatever you target them, probably just died.
Yep.
Probably just, unless it's an Iron Hands Leviathan. Outside of that, and you can reroll wounds with your command and control node as you do.
Yep.
Wow, that's
honestly the combos that are coming out. I think you're going to see a really big resurgence of Tau.
Yeah, I hope so too. Like Marines have took a lot of the Tau players away from Tau because
including you.
Because I get to play Tau, but I reroll hits. So this is the thing, right? You get a reroll hit every turn and not just for 2 turns, and it's just fantastic. And I get an Overwatch with friends because I'm playing all the Marines. So I'm just playing Tau, but but instead of playing drones, I just play Necessors, and instead of playing Riptides, I have a Leviathan.
Filth.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've still got another 7 to go through. We've got ambushing predators. Use this stratagem in your opponent's charge phase. Select one Kroot unit from your army until the end of that phase. That unit can perform heroic intervention as if it was a character, and you can do it from 6 inches away.
Ooh.
Kroot can fight better than Fire Warriors.
I know they can, but like they're just dudes with. Did they even have a 6? I think they have a 6-up save, don't they?
Yes.
So when this was revealed in the Blood Angels book, Faith and Fury, it was incredible because intervening with Sound Guard are great, but Kroot are just kind of, they just got like. I don't even know if they get an extra attack for the rifle, do they?
No.
So they just get 1 attack, strength 4, hitting on a 4, maybe a 3. Yeah. I'm not taking Kroot, sorry. It's a nice stratagem, but
if you take Kroot, it's good. If you don't, you're probably still not going to.
No, this doesn't make me want to take a 10-man unit of Kroot for 40 points. No, it's not.
I know, right? So the next one is Seasoned Sniper. Use this stratagem in your shooting phase and select one Farsight marksman model from your army. Until the end of that phase, ranged weapons that model is equipped with can target a character unit even if they're not the closest enemy.
Did you say Farsight marksman or Farsight marksman?
I said Farsight because that's what I thought it was, but it's Firesight.
Yeah, so it's just the dude with the marker light. So he can put a mark. Alright, okay. See, because he's the guy who comes with the drones, right?
Yeah.
But obviously, you can't put a marker light on a character, but now you can put a marker light on a character for your drones. That's pretty neat, actually.
Yeah, and then of course you use Deadly Aim, and then it's a bang, bye-bye character.
What's... Oh, yeah.
Deadly Aims that increase the AP by 1 or 2 if it's within half range.
Because you're not going to get drones hitting on 2s, but you can get sniper drones hitting on 3s relatively easily.
But, right?
Yeah.
Seasoned Sniper, get the marker light on him.
Right.
Uplink marker, roll your 3, there's 4, and then use the 1 for an extra marker light, there's 5.
This is Christmas. This is like Santa Claus comes down. He doesn't just get cookies and milk. He gets cake and all sorts. Like wow. But yeah. If that happens,
here's a stratagem for you, a stratagem for you, and a stratagem for you.
Wow.
But you, Gene Stealer Cult, you get nothing.
Wow, poor Gene Stealer Cult. Because I always think about snipers because you take 28 of them and they can hit on 2s easily. Because the Firesight Marksman gives them +1, so they go from 5s to 4s. Then you have a Battlesuit with a drone controller, so they hit on 3s, which is quite funny. And then you can hit on 2s with 5 marker lights, so like the most accurate thing in your entire army, right? And you take 28 of them, and they just wound. They've got 25 weapons that have rapid fire for some reason.
And then you're at -2 AP if you're within half range.
Yeah, and then every 6 of them mortal wounds, so you just kind of like pick off a unit.
That will kill. Oh, could you take Bobby G out with that?
Possibly. Probably if you're rolling enough 6s. I mean, he's only got 9 wounds. He's got a 3 in one though, so
yeah,
it's a little sketchy, but possibly.
Could you take Calgar out?
Absolutely not. Go away. Calgar, I'm telling you right now, Calgar never dies. He refuses to die.
Plot armor.
Yep. What was it?
He was stabbed in the heart with Draconian, and he still lives.
Because apparently because Abaddon was like, oh, I have to go to my ship now, and yeah. Okay. All right, mate. Anyway,
that was so annoying.
Yeah, I imagine. Anyway,
do you know what? As a Blood Angel player, I genuinely wanted Dante to die.
So you could get someone new.
Yeah. So that Mephisto would become the chapter master, but you know what? We've got like one of the best Primaris models ever, so I don't care.
The second best next to Tigerius. I'll have you know.
Whoa! Big claims there. Big claims.
Right, okay. This is basically... I mean, we're basically getting Primaris Shellison in this box. In this book.
Not really, but okay. Anyway, moving on. Hidden Hunters. Use this stratagem at the start of your opponent's shooting phase. Select one Kroot unit from your army until the end of that phase when resolving an attack made with a ranged weapon against that unit. Whilst it is receiving the benefit of cover, subtract 1 from the hit roll and add 1 to saving throws.
So if you're in cover, you get -1 to hit and +1 save. As
well as your +1 for being in cover.
Yeah, so you get a 4-up save and -1 to hit. I'm still not taking Kroot, I'm sorry. I'll take my 4-up save Fire Warriors, thanks.
So you still don't like Kroot?
No,
Okay,
is this next
how
strat-
about another stratagem for Crute?
Oh, mate, am I just gonna take 3 battalions to like put all my stratagems on crude, spend it all?
Oh no, no, no! You're gonna need a vanguard for this one. Use
Right.
this stratagem before the battle. Select one Crute shaper model from your army until the end of the battle when making an advance roll or a charge roll for friendly Crute unit within 6. Roll 1 additional d6 and discard 1 of the dice.
So even though I really like that rule, I'm not gonna take it's still crude. Like they're still just dudes, but
What's a
they're still
shaper? He's a lieutenant. He's a lieutenant Crute.
yeah, but he buffs crude. That's the problem.
Yeah, but he also buffs Crutox Riders, who also have a stratagem.
Do they even make model? What?
I've got 3 of them.
What?
They are range 48, strength 7, -2, D3 damage, rapid fire.
No, I know. I used to own an old metal one. Right.
got
Anyway.
3.
Right.
I've got 3.
Right. Okay. Let's. Right. Okay.
Anyway,
What's
Raging Beasts, right?
right?
Use this stratagem when a Crutox Rider unit from your army is chosen to fight within the fight phase.
Okay.
Until the end of that phase, models in that unit have an attacks characteristic of 4. In addition, until the end of that phase, the armor penetration characteristic of Crutox Fist models in that unit is improved by 2.
Right. Are they like strength 7 minus? So they're like strength
No.
7 minse 2 D3 damage in combat or something silly
No,
like this.
no, that's the rifle on top. They're probably 1 damage and like strength 4 or 5.
I actually have to look this up.
I can't remember what they are. They're not horrendous, but they're not good.
Definitely not. I don't even know where they'd be.
Elite.
Oh, are they? I don't know why these are classed as elite, but okay. But wow. This, you know what this reminds me of? In combat, they're actually they're actually a flat 2 damage, strength 6.
Wow.
So they hit on 3s, strength 6, AP dash, strength 2 damage.
Well, 4 attacks now each.
You know what, right?
Strength
you know
6 -2. But get this, you've got a Crute shaper behind them. The reroll 1s to wound.
That's what he. Good God, he does, doesn't he? You know what, right? I'm still not taking them, but that is quite. I'm still not taking them, but that is actually quite funny.
Yeah. You'll be pleased to know that's the last of the Crute stratagems.
I don't know why they put these in, right? Obviously the Crute players out there who are still holding on, you know, their faith got rewarded, but all right.
Yeah.
I guess.
And then of course you've got that Scent of Blood one, which lets your Crute Hounds reroll charge, which who on earth remembers that?
It's like, oh my God, what's the is that's in the Tau Codex, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's just such a random stratagem where you're like, for 16 points I can take 4 Crute Hounds. That okay, like.
So we've got 2 more stratagems left. We've got Point Blank Volley. Use this stratagem at the start of your shooting phase. Select one sept unit from your army. Until the end of that phase, pulse blasters, pulse carbines, and pulse rifle models in that unit are equipped with have the type characteristic of Pistol 2. In addition, until the end of that phase, models in that unit cannot be affected by the Volley fire ability. So basically, if you're stuck in combat, you can go Pistol 2 with your rifles.
Even though I don't think I'd ever use that, that's actually pretty incredible to imagine that there's all these fire warriors just surrounded by orcs and they're just like blasting away at close combat range, and that's a cool thing to imagine. Outside of that, I mean, is it 1 CP?
It's 1 CP, yeah.
I mean, I guess like it's, you know,
if you've got a big squad, if you've got 4 models, it's like why?
Yeah, like if you're wrapped in combat, maybe, but all right, I'll take it. You know, I'll take it. You know, all right.
Yeah. And then the next one, we've got Promising Pupil. Use this stratagem before the battle after nominating your warlord. Select one sept character model from your army that does not have a warlord trait and determine a warlord trait for them. They do not basically... You know the rest of it.
I know the rest of it. Oh, dude, the best thing is we get new warlord traits in this as well, don't we?
No.
Do we not?
No.
Oh, I thought we did. Oh, never mind then, because let's be honest here, the Tower warlord traits in the Tower book are so bad.
So basically, you've got what's the one that 6s count as an extra -1?
Oh, through Unity Devastation.
Yeah, which is pretty much the one that everyone takes.
Yeah,
you could take that and then take a commander to ignore the advance and assault weapon one with effusions.
So normally, because 3 Devastation, I don't really like it. So what I normally did is on my Cold Star, I made him my Warlord, and I give him reroll 1s against monsters and vehicles with these weapons, which, when you fire a missile pulse is alright.
You know what? You could take that and 3 Unity Devastation, and then you can suicide him, and you don't give up Kingslayer.
I'm actually just going to take 2 commanders. Like I'm not taking 3. I really don't like 3 Unity Devastation.
Fair enough.
I really don't. Mainly because I always forget it, or it's visible, right? I think you have to be visible, and I always forget. And I always have him behind the wall, so you can never see anything anyway.
Yeah.
So, no, but yeah, that's fair. Like, if they give us new Warlord traits, that'd be a lot better, but that's fine. Like, it's still fine. I'll take it. I'll take a free Warlord trait,
Anyway, that is everything that covers Tau that is not Farsight Enclaves. And that's just took us a very long time to go through. So,
yeah, about an hour.
If you're interested in the Farsight Enclave section, then go and check out the video that we've just done on that as well. In the meantime, thank you very much for listening. Liam, thank you very much for your insight, and I look forward to hopefully brutalising each other.
Oh, yes, definitely. Thanks very much for having us on.
Not a problem, and we'll see you again very soon, guys.